All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we are live in full effect right here, right now, and we got the one and only, we got GoKoo live on the line, man. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm alive, man. I ain't complaining.
Hey, man, that's the best way to be, man, especially after this past year and a half we had, man. You know what I mean? The world was in turmoil, but by the looks of it, we're slowly getting back to normal, man, so that's always a good thing to see and hear.
Slowly, man, slowly.
But I gotta ask you, man, and I'm gonna dive right into this interview, man, because I know you're a very busy individual. But I want to ask, man, I want to take you back to the beginning of your amazing career, and I have to ask, man, what actually inspired and sparked the amazing career of GoKoo?
To be honest, it was just, man, just love of music, just out the gate. I don't know if you want to just say, I can't just be, like, philosophical and be like, oh, this artist and this song, but I love music at a young age, man, and I performed, CKOR-DB by the Temptations when I was like 7. I won a talent shows like from 1st to 6th grade, and I was in second. I won. There's a lot of people there. It was like probably at that moment when I was like, okay, maybe I'm meant to do this. It ain't like I just hopped in it, and, you know what I mean, right after that. But reflecting on it, looking at it now, you know what I mean, just the love in different points of time, you know what I mean, different moments.
And also as well, man, in the year 2015, you actually signed with the label Lame Nation. I was wondering if you could tell our listeners a bit more about that, and of course, how did you actually initially land that record deal in the first place?
Oh man, shout out to Lame Nation, man. Laughing at My Enemies Entertainment. Man, I basically the CEO of the label had heard my music before. I moved to Des Moines, January 2015. And like I moved the first day of January. Like I didn't come on a New Year's party, but I came on January 1st. And I think probably, like by the 3rd or 4th, I was in Lane Nation. You know, just by like I don't know, verbally. You know what I mean? And then by the time we drew up contracts, we started doing it. You know what I mean? It was just basically like, you know, heard my music, heard some freestyles I had, gave me a shot. My first month in Lane Nation, you know what I mean? We had shows like every weekend, so. Basically it, you know what I mean? It's like a independent label, a start, you know what I mean? It just gave me that, the framework, I should say, just that environment. I've always been in love with music and, you know what I mean, done music per se, but just being in Lane Nation showed me, okay, have a portfolio, get, you know what I mean, get pictures done, you know, when you go about shows a certain way, being professional, you know what I mean, just little things. Little ends are not about actually being an artist, and I feel like after that I was really an artist and not just somebody that, you know, did music.
And I gotta ask, man, are you still currently signed with Lame Nation? And if so, who's actually signed alongside you?
No, I'm not on Lame Nation. Shout out to Lame Nation. They can get their money there, but I'm going to get my money over here. I'm just chilling where I'm at right now.
Hey, man, it's the best way to be, man. Independent nowadays, man, is the best route to go, man. Keeping 100% of your masters. You know what I mean? That's a lot better in my opinion than actually being signed to a label.
Man, for real.
And also, man,
you know?
in 2017, you actually dropped the album Key to the Universe, man. And I gotta say, an absolute phenomenal record. I have to ask you, what's the story behind that record? And is it still available today to be streamed or purchased?
You know what's crazy? I think that's actually another GoKoo. I'm not sure. But I think I know what you're talking about. Because somebody brought that to my attention before, but that's not me.
I gotta say though, man, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. He can't do it. He can't do it any better than the original GoKoo that we got right here.
Man, I'm trying, man. One day at a time.
And I also saw as well that you are actually a football coach over at Level Up Athletics, man. I was wondering if you could tell our listeners a bit more about that and what actually made you actually get into football in the first place.
I mean, football like music, you know what I mean? I love football. I've loved it for as long as I can remember. You know, I played college ball. I played college ball at William Penn University, which actually brought me to Iowa. And after I was done with school, you know what I mean, of course, doing regular life and even doing music, I couldn't get rid of the passion for football. I ended up coaching some kids that were pretty damn good. I was the first coach ever, and these kids are nationally ranked now. Abu Sama, Caden Proctor, just, you know what I mean? They're actually nationally ranked. So I was just blessed, you know what I mean? Just at right place, right time, you know what I mean? And I was helping out with Level Up Athletics, which is actually sponsored by Battle Now. Shout out to them. train all the best athletes, you know what I mean, help them get to the next level. And, man, I try to support as much as possible. Just time is so scarce now, you know, with me, and just working as much as I do, whether it be, you know what I mean, on a job or but with music, you know what I mean? So I had to step away just because I don't have the time you need to commit to things like that, and just going to Tampa, going to Dallas for tournament 7-on-7, you know what I mean? I try to squeeze that in with having children of my own and going to New York. I'm actually on the way to New York right now. Like, I'm waiting on the Uber right now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm looking for him while I'm on the interview, you know what I mean? So I just couldn't squeeze it all in. But I still love football, like I said, and I still support, man. Shout out to West Point High School, where I went to high school at, nationally ranked, you feel me? Shout out to William Penn, where I went to college at, man. Football is just a passion, you know? I'm a passionate person. I don't love everything, but football, music, I'm rocking with those, for real.
And you
I'm
also...
Coach GoKoo right here.
I was actually going to ask as well, man, because at the end of the day, man, you're a football coach, and a lot of kids nowadays are really getting into sports and athletics, man. What is some actually great advice you can actually give to some young kids that happen to listen to this interview that really want to just get into football?
Man, give it to all or don't give nothing. I mean, don't give anything, however you properly say it, you know what I mean? You're not going to get nothing out of football unless you're full tilt in it. The most talented guys I know, you know what I mean, they're working day jobs now, you know what I mean? Not saying that working a day job is a bad thing, but they could have, you know what I mean, potentially played in the NFL, and they're working day jobs because they weren't fully in it. So I just say, man, if you want to do something, do it full tilt, do it a 17,000%, you know what I mean? Don't got time to play with it, for real. Playing with it ain't going to get you nowhere. Because you could be the fastest guy on the team, but the guys are going to hit you in your mouth every play. The guy's going to show up early. The guy's going to do an extra workout. He's going to kick your ass when you get on the field. Like, so just go full tilt. Don't even show up. You feel me? Like, for real.
And you also run your own promo group, Expanding Iowa Hip Hop. I was wondering if you can tell our listeners a bit more about that. And, of course, how can we get more involved with your group?
Oh, yeah. Expanding Iowa Hip Hop. Expanding Iowa Hip Hop, we actually just converted it to Hella Dope Hip Hop. Like I said, I love music, so besides me being an artist and, you know, I'm not an egotistical guy like, oh, I'm the greatest and all that shit, you know, so just me being in love with music, you know what I mean, I love everything to do with it, you know, shows, other artists have music too, their music, I love music, you know what I mean, I don't just love my own, so I just got in the habit of, like, when Drake drops a new song, I'll tag Drake and put his song in parentheses and who the video was shot by or who the song was produced by, and I put it on my website and put it on Hella Dope Hip Hop, you know what I mean, and it would show me the post reach of those. Okay, so then I started putting, like, regular artists on there, like, artists that I know, like local rappers and stuff like that are up and coming, and then I do the same. So instead of Tom, Dick, and Harry saying, look, my name is Tom, my name is Dick, my name is Harry, we do music, fans take to it better when they see Hella Dope Hip Hop. Oh, shit, I'm dropping stuff on the and when they see Hella Dope Hip Hop across the top of the page and they see the artist actually tagged, you know, song and parentheses, they take it serious because it looks like an entity, you know what I mean? It looks like an entity that's showing music. It doesn't come off like, oh, I'm an artist trying to self-promote myself. So, but it's grown over the years. So now when we have comedy shows, events in the community, like, you know what I mean, when the riots and all that was going on, like, I just try to capture a lot on there. So it just hits different when I put my music on there because, you know, I've been sharing everything, anything that's relevant in the hip-hop community, not even just the black community per se, but like anything in the hip-hop community or anything in music. I put pop on there, rock on there sometimes, you know, whatever I'm rocking with at the time. Over time, it just helped my music so much because all of these people, a lot of people from the start maybe didn't want to support me as much, but you're going to want to support your favorite rapper. So when you see your favorite rapper on Hella Dope Hip Hop, you're more likely to click on GoKoo when you see him. And like me, myself, and other artists have noticed you know, everything that's come since then. So, I mean, all the success, whatever you want to call it, everything. Basically, it shows me the post reach. When I post it on the GoKoo page, the post reach gets in the low thousands. When I post it on Hella Dope Hip Hop, post it on Hella Dope Hip Hop, it's like one post, I can post it 15 minutes and get like 10,000 people. It might not have 10,000 likes, but it'll have 10,000 post reach, you know. So I'm just trying to eat and I'm marketing. I mean, at the end of the day, I love music, so I'm marketing. I'm marketing everybody else. I'm marketing myself. So that's what I'm on.
And also as well, man, you actually have a new song out called Dark Skin Drizzy, man. I was wondering if you can tell our listeners a bit more about this phenomenal joint, and of course, where can we actually buy or stream ourselves a copy of this release today?
Man, actually, dark skin Drizzy is funny because people have been calling me that. Not dark skin Drizzy per se, but like calling me Drake in so many words, like a dark skin version of Drake. Because it's, I don't know. I would say used to. I don't know if I can say current, but no, I've always like kind of been a lazy man to an extent, whatever you want to call it. And like, I don't know. Like they say I be on some Drake shit. People say I act light skinned. I don't know, whatever you want to call that. And just making music, I kind of transformed. I was just all about the bars, and then I started singing and harmonizing stuff like that. And people were like, man, you're like a dark-skinned Drake, you know what I mean? So from the jump, I just had it like since, you know what I mean, being young and being in school to now. It's like, oh, no, your music. You know, I don't sound like Drake per se, but when I'm rapping and singing ballads about females most of the time, you know what I mean? So that's where it came from. And then I love Drake, man. Drake is probably my favorite artist. I don't know if it's like pound for pound, but like, yeah, Drake's up there for sure. Aubrey Graham? Yeah. I fuck with Aubrey. For sure.
And also as well, man.
Drizzy, you can find it. Oh, my bad, I didn't cut you off. But you can find Dark Skin Drizzy on Tidal, Spotify, Pandora. Make sure you check out the video on YouTube. I actually did a show with Sada Baby a few months back, and I got like footage from that show. So, yeah, just check it out, man. Rock to it, man. For sure. Dark Skin Drizzy. That's me. If you haven't met me in person, like, what you see is what you get. The music is just like I am. Like if you meet me and be in the room with me for a little while, I'm kind of like a dark skinned Drizzy, man.
And also as well, man, on the 4th, you were actually going to be performing in Manhattan, New York at the all-white yacht party, man. I was wondering if you can tell our listeners a bit more about your performance, and of course, what can they expect from it if they do show up on the 4th?
Man, just energy. That's all I can say, man. I don't want to give away too much. You know, people are listening, but just energy. I'm going to bring energy. I'm really going to entertain you. I tell people all the time, I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not trying to be hard when I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to entertain people because I'm entertaining. You know, I'm trying to have fun with it. And, you know, I'm not trying to save the world, even though I will put in my work, you know what I mean, need to be to change the community. Don't get twisted. But my music, per se, is not trying to change the world, but I'm definitely super positive, you know what I mean? So my energy is is uplifting. When you see me, you're going to want to turn up, you're going to want to smile, you're going to want to smack a bitch ass, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just energetic, man, energy. Just a whole lot of energy, crazy, some shit you haven't seen before, like, just something different, something you can't forget, you know what I mean? Something that, like, I can't even put it in words. I'm trying, man. It ain't working out too well, but just energy, man, that's it. Energy.
And I gotta ask, man, where can our listeners actually snag themselves some last-minute tickets? Because I know for darn sure we have some New York cats that actually tune in regularly to the radio station, man. So where can we actually grab ourselves some last-minute tickets so we can come see the one and only GoKoo tear the roof off the joint?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie. It's kind of prestigious, man. Like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's invite only per se, but like the people that are there, they're gonna be like basically invited, but I don't have the exact coordinates. We actually hopping on a boat and taking off, so I don't have the exact coordinates. I just know the people that need to know they're gonna be up in there type deal, you know. It's one of those.
But I gotta ask, man, other than, you know what I mean, other than Dark Skin Drizzy, man, and then of course his performance, what is next for the one and only GoKoo, man? Is there anything we missed? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote with stuff you hear live on the Canadian airwaves?
Man. First of all, man, I got, 8 days. Well, when I get back from New York, we going to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, for Iowa Summer Jam. That's gonna be pretty much, not everybody, because there's so many guys that's doing, there's a lot of hot action in the Midwest gonna be there, Hitter's gonna be there. A lot of people on the rise right now are gonna be performing at Iowa Summer Jam. DJ K Young's gonna be there. Shade 45 will be there. Man, shout out to Bel Air. Bel Air is actually sponsoring the party the night before. So, man, just a lot of stuff. What else I got going on? Minnesota, I'll be at the Raspberry Lounge on August 21st. Going down J Bands, Reed Bricks, man. Reed Bricks is nice too. You feel me? Yeah, man, just a lot. I'll be in Minnesota on August 21st. I'll be in Cedar Rapids, Iowa Summer Jam next Saturday. That's what I got going on. And I'm just keep dropping heat. That's really all I'm on. I'm really not trying to drop a big project right now, cause I want niggas to listen to my shit. You know, like I don't want to drop the project and be like, oh, I got the hottest shit. Nah, like if I drop some shit, you know, listen to 3 or 4 songs real hard. You probably not even gonna get through all the verses. So right now I'm giving motherfuckers singles until my fans show me like they're really committed. You feel me? Like I love my fans, but like I don't want to drop a whole bunch of shit and niggas listen to the top 2 tracks with all the views and then you'll see number 8. Now I want number 8 to bang like number 1. You feel me? Like so I'm just dropping music and like I said, pull up to the motherfucking Raspberry Lounge in St. Paul, Minnesota, August 21st, and make sure y'all be at Iowa Summer Jam. Matter of fact, yo, I'm gonna hold 3 tickets at Summer Jam. Like if 3 people can spit a whole verse of mine to me straight, they getting a ticket, man. That's how I'm coming. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, Iowa Summer Jam. You see me next Saturday, and you can spit a whole verse of mine to me straight, I got a ticket for you. Let's get it.
But also, GoKoo, man, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station airwaves. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. But most of all, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything GoKoo if they're not already doing so.
Oh, man, I just want to give a big shout-out to God, man. I just want to give a big shout-out to all my people. We ain't got to go through the names and the list. They know who they are, man. Shout out to everybody being loyal to me. Yeah, that's what I want to give a shout out to, man. God is just all my people, man. And anybody going through anything, man, fuck that shit, man. Whenever you know, you be down, fuck that shit. I was just sleeping on the floor not too long ago, you feel me? Maybe it was longer than I'm putting on. But it sounds good when I say it like that, right? But anyway, but I was just fucked up for real, man, and now I'm on the way to New York, you feel me? Like, so, man, shout out to everybody, man, but especially motherfuckers going through it because they need it the most, you hear me? I'm up a little bit right now, but shit, I know how it feels.
But if you can as well, man, drop them social media handles. That way our listeners can
Yeah,
find you.
I forgot that part of the question. My bad, my boy.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, you can find me on IG at KOODA GO. That's cool to go. That's KOODA GO on IG. You can find me at just straight GoKoo, GOKOO on Facebook. I be popping on Facebook. I know everybody's too cool for Facebook and shit, and you gotta be on IG and shit. But yeah, hit me up on there. You feel me? I just made a Twitter. I can't even remember my handle. I got like 1 follower. So let me get my followers up, and then I'll put y'all on with that. But you can also find GoKoo at on Tidal, Spotify, Pandora, all that, man. Make sure you check out the videos too. The videos going up. Toxic with a Q, Dark Skin Drizzy, shout out to Tom Brady featuring Maystar. Maystar's doing big things in the game right now. Heavy things. Shout out to Maystar, because he ate the verse on my song. So, yeah. Man, make sure you just, like I said, GOKOO. You type that in on Google, it's gonna pop up. Follow me on IG too. KOODA GO. I need all that. I don't just need followers and numbers for crowd and shit. Like, nigga, I'm gonna actually interact with motherfuckers. It's busting. You're gonna enjoy what I'm doing. I look like a halfway animated character, halfway street nigga. You know what I mean? Let's go, man. It's up.
And I gotta say, first and foremost, man, thank you so much for just taking the time out of your busy evening and coming on the 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM airwaves, man. It definitely was an honor and most definitely a privilege, man. Hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Man, I greatly appreciate it, for real, man. Man, shout out to y'all 97.7. Let's get it. Y'all in Prescott, right?
Prescott, Ontario, yeah.
Okay. I feel it. But, man, I appreciate the time, man, for real, because time is everything, you hear me?
Hey, man, most definitely. Safe travels in New York, man, and most definitely don't melt the speakers, man, and cause the yacht to burn down. You know what I mean? But have yourself a dope performance, man.
Man, I'm gonna drive the boat, man. I appreciate that for sure.
Most definitely, man. Have yourself a wonderful night.
100.